Welcome! In this video we will look at the powerful reverb from Melda Productions called M-Turbo Reverb. Let's see if we can get some turbo from this reverb. Let's go! Okay, so this is M-Turbo Reverb from Melda Productions. As you can see from first sight, it looks like an ordinary reverb, but there's so much more under the hood in this reverb. As usual, you have your dry wetness, early and late reflection settings, and the length of the reverb, or the decay of the reverb. At the left side you have the presets, which is categorized in small spaces, where you have living room, studios, wine cellars, and you have large spaces, princess chambers, and then you have huge spaces, which has cathedral, hangar, galaxies, and then you have a few presets for plates and springs, and some more creative reverbs. So at first sight, regular reverb with your presets. Yeah, but this is actually a quite powerful reverb, thus the name Turbo Reverb. Before we dive into this reverb more, we need to record some audio material. So let's start with tracking some guitars. Okay, so this is a algorithmic reverb. Unlike other algorithmic reverbs, this comes with a programmable language, so you can program and make your own customized reverbs. And there's two versions of the Turbo Reverb. There is a full version and there is a more light version, the M-Turbo Reverb LE. You have one basic view in the M-Turbo Reverb, which is this view. Then you can press the edit button up here and it will take you to a more advanced view, where you can get access to 4 different early reflections, and then you have 6 different late reflections. So you can actually have 6 late reflections in parallel. So that's quite powerful if you want to design your own very unique reverbs. Down here you can see the designer, which is the actual algorithm for generating this reverb. And here you can also randomize parameters and randomize algorithm also. So there's plenty of options to really create some outstanding reverbs with this one. And here you have a metering section with multiple modulators. So you actually have so much options in this reverb to really create some awesome spaces. Yeah, so now we have a guitar phrase to work with. So let's dive into the M-Turbo Reverb and see what we can do with this reverb. Here I have selected a preset called Plasma Chamber. And this is the totally dry signal. Yeah, that's really some convincing rooms in there. Let's now listen to some of the larger spaces. Let's take a concert hall. Yeah, very nice. And then maybe the power hall. You see there's also some sub-settings here. United, Real, Milan, Bayern, Chelsea. And these all sound very different. So unlike other reverbs, you don't really need to add saturation effects, etc. at the end of this reverb, because at the end of this effect chain, because you already have all these effects within the actual plugin. Let's listen to some huge spaces, maybe the galaxies. Very nice stereo spread in that sound. Let's listen to some plate reverb, since this is a guitar. Yeah, there's really some nice sounds in here already in the presets. Let's listen to Ethereal from the creative category. And the Infinite Cavity. Yeah, very nice. The Glass Resonator. Some special reverbs like Shimmer. Very shimmering reverb there. Okay, so that's the basic overview of the interface, and now we can go deeper and go into the edit screen. And this will open up a different view, and on this preset we have activated one early reflection and one late reflection. And here you can see the algorithm for this late reflection and how the early reflection is behaving. And here you can go in and really be creative and set up exactly how the early reflection will bounce with your sound. And here we can see the impulse response analysis for this reverb. So there's really deep editing capabilities in this reverb. And as I said earlier, you can press the randomize button on all these parts. Let's go and make some randomized late reflections. Yeah, and in this edit section you also have the meter and subsystem, which is the metering of the plugin, where you can see the input and outputs and the width of the sound, the stereo spread. And you also have some utilities, and that means you can add modulators to your reverb. So let's add a modulator to maybe control the length of the reverb or the wetness. Let's set it to control the wetness. So to do that, you right click on this utilities. We say clear and learn, and then we go to the dry wetness, and then we press the left mouse button again. Now if we activate this modulator, press it and go in here, you can see up here that in the parameters this is connected to the global's dry wetness, and you can also see the knob moving. So let's just sync this, make it slower of course, and let's play back the track and see how that sounds. And if you don't like the modulation, you can always deactivate it. And you can see you can have up to 8 modulators at the same time. So this is a very powerful reverb. So with this reverb, you don't really need any other plugin at the end of the chain. You can just go into this turbo reverb, design your reverbs, and add soft saturation, saturations, compression, equalizers, and have a complete sound in just this plugin. There's just so many settings that I can't really cover all of this in this tutorial, but at least I can show you the basics and a little bit how it works. So let's go back to the regular settings screen. So with M Turbo Reverb, you really have a lot of options to customize your reverbs and tailor them to really fit your needs and your sound design. The light version only has this zoomed out screen where you only can see the basic settings for the reverbs. But this more powerful version is of course a little bit more expensive, but it comes with so much power that if you really want to get one reverb to rule them all, this is probably it, the M Turbo Reverb. I think it sounds really nice, especially at these small rooms and larger spaces, and the creative spaces sounded really nice. And the special ones here with the shimmer reverb, I really like them. And that you have access directly to saturation, and that you have access to the modulating settings. Yeah, so the conclusion is the M Turbo Reverb is really powerful, and you have a lot of options to customize your reverbs and make them unique and to fit your productions. So I really think this is probably the most powerful reverb that I've ever seen, because of all the deep editing capabilities. And the sound quality you get is really great, so I highly recommend M Turbo Reverb if you're working professionally with audio production. Yeah, so please let me know if you have any questions on M Turbo Reverb in the comment section. Please subscribe if you're new, like if you like, and write some kind comment, because that's always appreciated. I'd like to take the opportunity to send a hi to Alexi, Snowpoke, Shitmandu, Beep, and Kenton Sally. You rule, guys. Thanks for all the kind comments. Okay, so that's all for this video. I hope you liked it, and now you can continue and watch my next video. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you soon. Bye.